Hey, welcome to the Skin Deep Show here on Sirius XM Radio, channel 141, HUR Voices. I am not Sharon Morton. I am sitting in for her today as her guest host. Sharon Morton is out today, and I am Dr. Pam Perry. But guess who we have today as our guest? I'm so excited. He's the one I have admired for many, many years, and you know him as the motivational speaker, Dr. Willie Jolley, the leading, living legend. He's an author, obviously motivational speaker, radio host right here on Sirius XM Radio. And he is also a new author of a new book called Rich is Good, but Wealthy is Better, with the exclamation point. So with that, I bring you Dr. Willie Jolley. Hey there, sir. How are you?
I'm terrific. I am so honored to be on with you, my dear friend, Dr. Pam Perry. For those who don't know, this is a great choice to replace for a moment the one and only Sharon Morton, because Dr. Pam Perry is iconic around the world with her programs, and I've spoken at a number of her programs. She and her husband Mark have a powerhouse organization out of Detroit, Michigan. So this is quite a treat for me to be with you today. Well, greetings to everybody who is listening to Skin Deep. I am honored to be on the show. I'm also on Dr. Pam Perry's Speaker magazine. I'm on the front cover a year ago this month. So
Yes,
I'm very honored. Well, greetings to everybody. Y'all know I start the same way. I have only just a minute, only 60 seconds in it. Forced upon me, can't refuse it. I didn't seek it. I didn't choose it, but it's up to me to use it. So I'm gonna make the most of this minute, this moment, this opportunity to be able to share with you some ideas to help you win more, to help you grow yourself, your wealth, and your future. So I'm grateful to be here. Thank you for having me, Dr. Pam Perry.
well, this book just came out, so we had to have you on here. We had to double team you. Me and Sharon Morton had to double team you about this book because this is the
Yes.
book the world has been waiting on. You had said, or we heard you say at Speak Sell Shine, that this was a book that you were meant to do. This is more or less like the life's work book. You've been doing a podcast for many years, and one of the things that you interviewed all these millionaires, and you said, you know what, I need to put this in a book. So
Yes.
kind of tell us a little bit about what has been going on. It came out January 1st on
Yes.
Amazon.
Yes.
Tell us
And
the backstory.
it's amazing. Over the last 20 years, I have been blessed to host the Willie Jolley Wealthy Ways show on Sirius XM. I was for many years on The Power. And then about a decade ago, I was invited to come over to the HUR Voices at Channel 141. And I came over, and the Wealthy Ways show continued, interviewing the likes of Bill Marriott, David Stewart, Bob Johnson, Sheila Johnson, Damon John, Mark Randolph, co-founder of Netflix, John Hope Bryant. I mean, I've had so many billionaires, millionaires who've been my guests. About 5 years ago, that proverbial light bulb went off above my head, and I said, oh my goodness, I finally get it. I finally get what they've been trying to tell me, the difference between being rich and being wealthy. I thought I knew what wealth was, but this day, everything changed. I said, well, maybe I'm the only one. Maybe I'm the only one. I'm the outlier who doesn't know it. I might be the only one. So I went around the country when I'm speaking to these corporations and conventions and trade associations and churches, saying to people, I'm going to do a survey with you. Let me ask you folks, what is rich to you? And everybody would have one answer. It's the same answer, $1 million. You got $1 million. That's the number one answer for being rich. Okay. If rich is $1 million, then what is wealthy? And they'll stop, they'll look up in the air, they'll ponder, they'll say, I guess it's 5 million, 10 million, $1 billion. And then I realized, Pam, that they didn't know either. And so I went back to those billionaires and millionaires that I'd interviewed and said, look, here's my theory about the difference between being rich and wealthy. Am I right? They said, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And you need to write a book about it, because you write books, you do television, radio. And so it's taken me 2 years to finalize all the great information I had reaped and gleaned over those years and put it in a book. The book is entitled Rich is Good, Wealthy is Better. And it is a book that every household needs. Every household needs this book. So the book
So,
has
so
two.
tell us in one sentence, what is the real difference between rich and being wealthy?
Well, I'll give you a story first, Dr.
Okay.
Pam. I was in Cleveland, Ohio, about a month ago speaking, and my client took me to a fancy restaurant. While at the restaurant, one of the star players from the Cleveland Browns football team was walking through the restaurant with his entourage. And my client said, hey, come over. You got to meet Dr. Willie Jolley. The young man comes over with the entourage, fur coat and jewelry around the neck and all of that. And he looking very prosperous. I said, hey, nice to meet you. He said, Dr. Jolley teaches people how to become wealthy. And the young man said, I'm already wealthy, but I guess I can get more wealth. So give me your card. I gave him my card, and he and the entourage left. And I said to my friend, I said, you know what? That young man, he thinks he's wealthy, but he's rich. The owner is wealthy. See, that young man, he was good on the field. He ran up and down the field. He caught the ball. He leaped over people. He got maybe tackled. He went to spring training. He did all of that and got $1 million, maybe a multi-million-dollar contract. And that's good. Rich is good. But the owner never ran down the field. He didn't leave his owner's box. He didn't sweat. He didn't get hit by the opposing players. He sipped his favorite beverage, ate his favorite food. And at the end of the game, the young man left with millions. The owner left with billions. And when that young man is no longer productive or get hurt, that owner replaces him with another young man who becomes rich. Rich is good, but wealthy is so much better. So here is the key, that the difference between being rich and wealthy. Rich is the result of money you earn from what you do. Whatever it is you do, whether you're an architect, engineer, doctor, lawyer, whatever it is you do, and you earn money, you can get rich. Wealthy is money that you generate from what you own. You get rich during the day. You get wealthy while you sleep at night in your bed.
I know. I heard someone say that before. Yes, he said, you got to make money while you sleep.
Yeah, you make money. And you know what? Here's the thing, Dr. Pam. Bob Johnson, when I interviewed him, who was America's first Black billionaire, the founder of BET, he said to me, I'm just trying to make more money while I'm sleeping. Oh, no, he said, I'm trying to make more money in bed. I said, and at that point, my consciousness was not of the point of thinking that I understood. I said to myself, what is he talking about? How do you make what is he talking about? Making money while you in bed? No. I was telling people, you got to get up. You got to get out that bed. You got to grind. You got to work hard. You got to go. Stupid me. I did not know the difference at that point. And I was grinding. I was getting up out the bed early, staying up late, working hard to get money, thinking I'm creating wealth. But what I was doing was getting rich. Oh, but when I figured it out, figured it out, everything changed. So rich is good. Wealthy is better. I'm encouraging people. So this book has two focal areas. One is all the people who want to be wealthy but don't know how to get there, because I give you all sorts of tools and paradigms and strategies and stuff to help you understand how to get wealthy. So one is people want to get wealthy but don't know how to get there. I will teach you what I've been taught by these billionaires and millionaires. I just share what I've been taught. The other group are all the people who've worked hard, scrimped, saved, sacrificed to create a nest egg, but they're concerned that their children will not be able to maintain it. Or as one man said to me, my greatest fear, Dr. Jolley, is that my children will not treat my money like I treated it. And they'll go through in months what it took me decades and decades and decades to grow. Rich is good. wealthy is better.
Wealthy is
That's who we're
better.
trying to help. And let me tell you, that second group, people are buying it in droves. They're buying
That
7,
is
8,
good. That's
9,
good.
10
We're
copies.
just scratching
One
on the
lady,
surface right now.
right? One lady bought 30 books, Dr. Pam. She said, I got children, grandchildren, godchildren, nieces, and nephews, and I've got a nice nest egg. And so I am making it part of a mandatory process that in order to be put in my will, you have got to read this book. Wow.
I love it. That is good. We are just touching the surface of Skin Deep right here on Sirius XM with Dr. Willie Jolley. We're talking about his new book, Rich is Good, Wealthy is Better. And we're going to be right back. And we're going to talk about one of the things that you talk about, the 5 types of wealth, and why
Yes.
it isn't money alone to call someone truly wealthy. So we'll talk about those 5 types
Yes.
of wealth and why that alone isn't enough right after this. Welcome back to Skin Deep. I'm here with Dr. Willie Jolley. I'm Dr. Pam Perry. As I mentioned before the break, we are going to talk about the 5 types of wealth that Dr. Willie discusses in his book. And the book is called Rich is Good, Wealthy is Better, available on Amazon. You can get it right now. So tell us about the 5 types of wealth.
Sure. I also want to encourage people to go to Rich is Good, Wealthy is Better and get some free excerpts from the book, free chapters, full chapters, at all full chapters from the book. So Rich is Good, Wealthy is Better to get those. There are 5 types of wealth that I have notated in this book. Number 1 is financial wealth, having an abundance of money. That's good. But the second kind of wealth is actually the most important, and that's your health wealth. Your health is your wealth, because what good is having all the money if you're too sick to enjoy it? My friend Les Brown says that the person who is sick has only one dream: to get well, while the person who is well has 1,000 dreams. And it has been said in over some time that Steve Jobs said on his deathbed, I'd give all the billions away for more money, and for more time. I'd give all the money away for more time with my family. So first is financial, then health. Then the third one is relationship wealth. It's not just where you're going, but who's going with you. And as my doctor says in his office, there's a saying, a sign that says, who's going to be with you at the end? That's the person you want to make sure you take good care of. And then the fourth wealth is reputational wealth. What do people say about you when you're not around? And that reputation, we call it now a brand. Your brand, your personal brand paves a path for you in front of you. People will say, "Oh, you should use them. You should work with them. They are
I
great to work
like
with."
that.
And so you
Say
got to
that
have
again. Say that again.
reputational wealth. It's about what people say about you when you're not around. So you wanted to, that's a part of wealth. That's a type of wealth. And the
It
fifth
pays,
type of wealth
pays.
is intellectual capital wealth. What do you know, and what are people willing to pay you for what you know? What skill set do you possess? Whether you're a hairdresser and you do it so wonderfully, whether you're an organizer, whether you're a architect, engineer, whether you're a good cook, whatever it is you know that other people could use, that they're willing to pay you for. And I like to say this little phrase: you got to use what you know to make more dough. Come on, somebody.
I love it. I
Those
love
are
it.
the 5 types of wealth. While we're talking about 5 types, I also think it's important we talk about the 5 money mindsets, because wealth starts in your mind, starts in your thinking. So there are 5 types of money mindsets, and everybody fits in one of them. See, there's the lowest level is the one-day mindset. You see a guy at the corner every day with a cardboard box, every day saying, give me enough money for today. And every day he repeats that cycle. Then you got the 30-day mindset. That's people who might be on welfare or on SNAP or on retirement or on Social Security, who live month to month. And they are waiting at the end of the month for that payment to come in. Then you got the 1 year mindset. Those are people who think year to year. Did I make more money this year? Did I get a cost of living raise this year? Then you get the decade mindset. Typically, we see that in entertainers and athletes. A baseball player will get a 10-year baseball contract to play baseball, $100 million. And for 10 years, he's balling. He is balling. Got 5 Bentleys, 4 Mercedes, 3 Rolls Royces, a plane, a boat, homes. He is doing great. But if that contract is not renewed, or if he gets hurt, and he does not modify his lifestyle, he's going to be broke. And that is why over 70% of professional athletes are broke 5 years after retirement. But finally, you got the wealth mindset. That's called the generation to generation to generation mindset. The Bible says that a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children's great-grandchildren. So these are the 5 types. And my goal is to get each level to go up 1 level. See, it's too great a task or possibility or chasm for that one day guy, the day-to-day guy, to jump to the wealth mindset overnight. But if I can get that one day guy to go to 30-day, and the 30-day to go to 1 year, and the 1 year to go to 10 year, and the 10 year to go to the generational, then I've done my job. So I'm encouraging people to get the book or the audio book and help people grow to the next level. Not just go, but grow to the next level. And that's what we want to do with this book. So go to richisgoodwealthyisbetter.com. richisgoodwealthyisbetter.com. You'll be amazed. We got the audio book there. We got the digital book there. We got the physical book there. You can get all of the above. If you get the physical book from Rich is Good, Wealthy is Better, let me tell you, you get a treat. It's signed. Oh my God. It's
That's
signed.
going to be worth some money.
It's a collector's item. Make money. Make it an asset. Amen. Okay.
Yes, that is it. Now, I want to say a little bit about the endorsements on this book. Okay. Calvin Boston is on the front. He did the Money Wise television show, but you also have Mark Victor Hansen is one of the people that endorsed the book. Brian
From
Tracy.
Super Soul. Yep.
Yes. Brian Tracy's well-known Hall of Fame speaker like yourself. Michelle Singletary. She was one of the first personal finance columnists that I remember, a woman of color, that she worked for the Washington Post, that she did an endorsement. John Hope Bryant, we talked about him as well. And then Robin Sharma, people don't know a lot about Robin Sharma. It says he did the Wealth Money Can't Buy.
Yes.
So
Robin Sharma is he's a global wealth creator. And I've had him on my Sirius XM show. I encourage everybody, by the way, to tune into my show. It's Saturdays at 4:00, same channel 141. It re-airs Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6. And I bring on the best and the brightest thought leaders for wealth creation. I only do wealth creation. I don't do pop culture. I don't do sports. I don't do politics. Only wealth building. And if you can't hear it there, then you can always go to the podcast, the Willie Jolley Wealthy Ways podcast.
And also, too, I want to say, I don't see it here, the Marriott.
Yo, Bill Marriott. Yeah. He's I wrote about him in the book. I mean, the people I've interviewed has been phenomenal, and the lessons I've learned. And let me tell you, Pam, I tell people, this book did not come from me. It came through me. I believe that this was a book that God ordained that people would get wealth so that they could do good with. For those who are people of faith, in the book of Deuteronomy, it says that God gives us the power to create wealth, so we can establish his kingdom on the earth. And that means that we can do good with it. We can bless people. We can be philanthropic. We can make a difference. We can bless not just our family for generations not yet born, but we can help other families and other people who might need help, or churches or communities or charities. So I encourage people to get the book, read the book, and then share it with your children. Make it something that everybody is involved with, because you've got to teach your children how to maintain the wealth. In the book, I interviewed the president of the Dale Carnegie Institute. And I asked him during the interview, I said, let me ask you your business model here. He said, well, we have a franchise model. I said, how many franchises? He told me the number, thousands, tens of thousands around the world. I said, what's the annual franchise fee? He told me the fee. I did my calculation. That fee times that many franchises. Whoa, that's multiples of millions coming into your organization annually. I said, sir, where can I buy some stock? Because y'all are making it happen. He said, you can't buy any stock. I said, why not? He said, because it's a private company. I said,
Mm.
what corporation owns the company? He said, no corporation owns the company. I said, who owns it? He said, the family. What? And then I asked the question that blew my mind. How long have they owned it? 110 years. So for 110 years, this family has gotten millions of dollars coming into their auspices
Mm.
annually. And what they did, though, they made it a point to teach each generation, take care of the golden goose.
That's
Don't
it.
mess it up. Don't kill the golden goose. Nurture and take care of this golden goose. So that's an example of a family who is real generational wealth and has taught their children how to maintain it and keep it going. On the other hand, there's another family we've all heard the name of, the Vanderbilts. The Vanderbilts at one time were the wealthiest family in America. They had more money than in their bank than the U.S. Treasury had in its coffers. But they didn't teach their children how to maintain it. And by the fifth or sixth generation, all the money was gone.
Mm.
Anderson Cooper is a
Yes.
Vanderbilt. His
Vanderbilt.
mother was Gloria Vanderbilt.
Mhm.
And when he and his brother were young, she said, the money's gone. The trust fund is empty. The brother committed suicide. But Anderson Cooper said, okay, I will create my own. And he, as you all know, he's created a very great brand in the media space. But
Yeah.
that's two different stories. You got to
Yeah.
teach your children how to take care of it so that they won't squander it. This book, Rich is Good, Wealthy is Better, is the answer to that. I'm encouraging everybody to go to Rich is Good, Wealthy is Better. Rich is Good,
Mhm.
wealthyisbetter.com. Get your books, your audio books, or your ebook. One lady today ordered all the above. She got a book, an audio book, a digital book, and she said, I'm getting more. All my family members. I've heard about this book from a friend who said it's one of the best books. Oh, Pam, let me tell you something. I got the greatest compliment recently from 2 or 3 different hosts of shows I've done interviews on. They had read the book. They said, Willie Jolley, this book is the sequel to Think and Grow Rich. Woo!
That's
What? I
amazing.
said,
And that's a
wow.
classic. Right. But that's for
Wow.
it's for this time now. That's what it
All right.
is. It's for
Yeah.
yeah.
This is the
Oh
book
my
for
God.
this age, this time.
Mhm.
So I want to thank my dear friend, Pam, Dr. Pam Perry. Folks, follow her. Look her up. She is iconic in the
Oh,
PR space. She's iconic. She's beautiful. She's brilliant. She and her husband, Mark, are awesome. They are a dynamic duo. And then continue to follow my friend, Sharon Morton, on
yes.
Skin Deep. And then y'all follow me. Go to winwithwillie.com.
Yes.
Winwithwillie.com. Get
Yes.
access to all my websites, all my interviews, all my stuff. Winwithwillie.com. And then go to Rich is Good, wealthyisbetter.com and get the book. Get the free chapters. Go get the free chapters. Thank you, Pam Perry, for having me.
Oh my God. Thank you so much, Dr. Jolly. This has been so, so good. Well, that's it for now. Thank you so much, Sharon Morton, for letting us warm your seat here at Skin Deep right now. Everyone follow Dr. Willie Jolley, winwithwillie.com. Make sure you do that. And you can hear this show on SiriusXM on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, as well as on iTunes and Spotify and Stitcher and all the streaming platforms. Make sure that you do that and follow Sharon Morton. Thank you for tuning in to Skin Deep. This has been amazing, amazing. Get the book, change your mindset, change your life, and change your legacy for your wealth. This is it. I'm Dr. Pam Perry. Thanks for joining us. God bless.